Hey guys, this is Jazz and we're here for episode 3 of Pokemon Crystal Wedlocke. Last episode, we went through Bellsprout Tower and got our first badge from Faulkner. This time around, I hope to get at least to the beginning of Union Cave. This is my team so far. The first thing I want to note is that there will be no more fancy background, as far as I know from this episode and on. I had a lousy time with Adro Photoshop and, well, let's just say it does not work anymore. Well, also, from this point on there should be audio for this series. When I say audio, I mean game audio, not narration. There always was narration. So, hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy that experience just a tad more. Also, any episode will be up when it is up. There's a lot going on, and I can't guarantee the promise of an episode on a certain day of the week. If I do, well, then there would just be a lot of broken promises. So it could be 1 time a week to 3 times a week, or it may not even be up 1 week. So it happens when it happens. Also, there was, yes, now I know what it is. Do any of you have any recommendation for any good pre-video editing or audio editing equipment? Actually, specifically paint equipment, because I'm going to try, from now on there probably isn't going to be any more background, like in some Let's Plays. You'll just see my team as it is, and I'll show you each episode and update you on most episodes on how my team is coming around without the background. You'll still get some advice about gym leaders, right, and stuff like that, but it won't be in visual format, like background format. It's just so much easier making, editing, and narrating the episode. You may not realize how much it actually does take a lot, not just me, a lot of people to make an episode of a series. It's probably been mentioned by so many other Let's Players all the time it is put into making just a single episode sometimes. And that you should complain over every little thing you do not get in the episode. Like me, I cannot say I've put in as much effort as a lot of the really good Let's Players have, but with everything that I got, with the only things that I got, I do what I can with it. It may not seem like it, but I've edited out a lot of the really, really bad parts. Like the fact that it's paused half the time when I first recorded it. So, I gotta retake this narration just to edit something that was a big mistake. There. So, well, that's all of the major things that do need to be talked about. So let's just enjoy the rest of the episode. When you're battling here, Picnicker Liz, she will end up giving you her phone number if you talk to her after the battle. Just to warn you, she's quite chatty, so you may get calls from her quite a bit. Also, there's been another episode, or a rule or two, I believe, that had to be talked about for the Wedlocke variant, I believe. If I can find the notes here. If I can find the notes. I think I may have mentioned all of them. One is, though, is that you cannot dispose a Pokemon into the PC unless you put it in pairs, obviously. Like if you're getting something temporarily, then you're allowed to, right? But you can't move on with them in your PC or they're dead. You can have HM slaves, but you gotta really be careful. You gotta switch along both partners if you're going to get an HM slave, so you have to go without one pair. And you cannot use that HM slave in battle. That's another rule there that I have not ever gone by. Besides that, all the rules are pretty straightforward. The pair must battle as a team, and you can only battle with that pair unless you switch a pair out before a battle. So whatever happens, you gotta stick with that pair unless they both faint. There, level 12. I'm trying to make mini goals for each of my pairs. Renesmee, for instance, has never had any screen time. And not really Jacob either, so trying to get them both some screen time. Hopefully, both of them will last for a really long time. Because really, so far he's the only water type I have, Jacob. So I'll be really screwed if not. There's quite a few trainers here on this route, so this is a good place to get experience for your weaker pairs. Also, the Pokemon on this route are quite variant. I believe in Crystal, there isn't a Mareep. I thought there may have been, but no, at Crystal, it's completely out of there. So, there's Ekans, there's Wooper at night, like this guy right here, the blue dude. There's Ratatat, Bellsprout. Actually, I believe in this game there is Ghastly at night too, but the easiest place to get it is Bellsprout Tower. So, that's pretty much it for the Pokemon on this route. Oh, Zubat, yes, Zubat, which that's what I caught, was Zubat. It's actually a pretty good Pokemon. The only frustrating thing about Zubat and its evolutionary line is the fact that you need friendship to evolve into Crobat, and in this game, if you do not use any codes, or don't have the items for it, it's really hard to get. Because in this game, friendship is not easily obtained. I'm going to go and battle this guy first, because all this guy has is 2 Poliwags, level 8, and it should be easy enough for Jacob to knock out. Because really, I was thinking of going to the other guy, but like after I raise Jacob, I'm going to try to raise Cameron's level just a bit and give it some screen time. Screen time. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some type of vocabulary or pronunciation lesson. Because really, sometimes I can speak things quite fluently, but if I talk too fast, I seem to say words the wrong way, or use the wrong words. And as frustrating as it is, though it is a laugh, sometimes I'm talking to one of my family members, and I go and I say something, and they're like, what? Like, they're kind of saying, what are you saying? I was saying this. They say, don't you mean, oh right. Exactly what they said is what I meant to say, but I always gotta say it in different words or say it wrong. And that happens to a lot of us in the best of times. The only frustrating thing about Poliwags, Poliwhirls, and probably, I think if by the time it's a Poliwrath, it may not know Hypnosis, but Hypnosis is so frustrating at the best of times. And at the worst of times, it's just, ooh. Yeah, gotta be careful about that. Hoping that they'll last a little while. But I could have easily used a potion or something earlier, but sometimes it is best just to work through Hypnosis, unless really. Oh, Mom, she bought item, did she? She used our money. How insulting, eh? Oh well, there we are. Cameron and Haley. Now I'm going to go and battle this guy here. This guy has Goldeen with the moves Peck and he knows Peck, I know that. So you gotta be careful, which at the time I wasn't 100% careful. I probably should have saw that coming from Goldeen. I mean, he has a horn, for God's sake. Oh. Did a very stupid thing here. I should have went right for the potion, but I figured if I went for the potion, it would still do the same amount of damage anyway. So I chanced it. And what do you know? It lasts as 1 HP. Cameron is a real fighter, I must say. Level 12 too, and I know this was very stupid and risky to do, but no matter what I did, is like if I kept using potions, it would keep doing peck and I would keep losing HP anyway. So it's either that Cameron lived or it didn't live. So I chanced it, and, well, there I had it, it lived. Sometimes chancing things are worth the effort. Sometimes at the same token it isn't, so sometimes you really gotta think whether you should risk an attack or not. Because sometimes there's really absolutely no matter what you do, it's gonna happen, so there's no point in using a potion all the time. Oh yeah, I just remembered I had to battle this guy, and oh my god, this guy sucks. 4 Magikarp. Well, I suppose it's worse. I guess in the Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl, they have a guy with 6 Magikarp, all about the same level. I remember raising Cameron a little more. I did Fine Whip, I knocked this one out. And after this, I ended up preparing myself, because he has 1 level 15 Magikarp. So I ended up growthing a few times. Well, I meant to do it 3, I ended up doing 4. Just a heads up. Might as well tell you ahead of time. There's no real spoiler on that. I permanently meant to do 3, right? Because I don't know how strong it is. I meant to do Fine Whip here, but did growth. But hey, maybe that could be a good thing, right? Then I remember, and I end up doing Fine Whip. For some reason, I think maybe my button was stuck, or my emulator button was stuck. So, and this guy, I believe, is the level 15 Magikarp coming out. Not real threat except for it knows Tackle. And, well, critical hitting and didn't do very much. See? Level 12, one hit knockout, level 15. So, that's why you do a lot of attack or special attack boosting attacks when you know something is up ahead. There. This is the last guy on that bridge. I almost forgot to do this guy because I meant to leave him for last. So, but literally I recorded like 15 minutes of footage today. So it could be broken into 3 episodes. Like, doesn't mean all of them are going to be up at the same time, but here I believe you could find, a Hoppip. Oh, well, yes, you can find plenty of Hoppip. Okay, forgot to mention him. But you can find plenty of Hoppips, but I meant you can find a Great Ball. Thank you for showing yourself, Hoppip. But right now, I'm not really interested. Right here, this guy will try to con you into buying Slowpoke Tail for $1 million. I don't think so, buddy. Even with my cheat, I don't have enough for that. Said, if you say yes, you won't be able to buy. Oh, here, Old Rod. But anyway, no matter if you say yes or no, you're not getting any Slowpoke Tail. So probably should have said yes just for getting Chuckles. But he pretty much says, I think kids these days were loaded. Either he said it on both or what, but oh, it's telling you how the moves can hold berries or items and they can do wonders for your Pokemon. I won when I withdraw the potion. Nice, actually pretty good, but I could have used a cheat for it, but might as well get as many normal items as possible and just use cheats for really important things, like things that you can't buy in the game. This guy is a bird catcher, so I just pretty much switch between the pairs. He has 2 Pidgeys and 1 Sparrow. Both Pidgeys are level 6, Sparrow's level 9, so I end up making a little bit of a mistake in this battle. I meant to switch in Bellsprout in one of them, but forget to, but oh well. Life is life, things happen. And here's where I forget. Or no, I don't. Maybe it's, yeah, I almost do Fine Whip. Well, that's mistake enough. Or I was deciding whether it was worth risking it. Now, if I make a mistake, I believe it's in this part. No, yeah, yeah, no, I don't. I guess maybe that's in another take or something. Doesn't take much. Oh, level 8. Okay, I should learn my levels here, but really they're just trainer battles. Not the biggest thing to be concerned about. The ones that you should really be concerned about are the rival and the gym leaders and the elite four and whatever. Yeah, making sure there's not any numbers I missed though. Here we are. Now I'm gonna go try to get an encounter. Zubat does not count in this cave, and I don't think any Rattata does either. I think there's only Sandshrew and Onyx. Because I got Geodude too, so they don't count. And I'm gonna skip back to when we get an Onyx. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna wait. Try a few more times, then I'll skip back to Onyx. Let me see. Zubat, no. Well, until we get a Pokemon we don't get. Okay, skip. Okay. And skip back Onyx. There, I meant to say when we get an encounter, which I kind of knew ahead of time it's Onyx. Gotta be honest with ya, though, I end up having to take another take here in one of the episodes because I had to redo it, so I end up getting a Sandshrew really, but I wanted to keep it on screen of what it was when I was recording it previously. Because I already had an episode started, so I got a female Onyx, and I'm naming her Bella. So at least we have a female now, I believe. I don't think we have many of those. We got more males than females, and we need a female in case we lose a female team member here, so Bella. But really does not matter who she pairs with. Bella is just idealistic with Edward, like the Zubat, but whatever she's matched with. Let's really just hope we don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, right here, get an attack. Yeah, I believe for this battle, Cameron will be idealistic, because all he has is 3 rock ground types, so that's not going to do any harm. Or 1. Well, Onyx, speak of the devil. Only you're a male. Boy, it'd be kind of nice to use Onyx sometime, because I have never used it. While I'm on Onyx, the Onyx evolution family, anything that has to be trade evolutions, I would use a like program to evolve them, because I can't trade on an emulator. So if I ever evolve any of my trade evolution Pokemon, I will use that. I think it's Pikasav. Trying to gain a level for Geodude. It's gonna be needed against Bugsy. Oh, the guy just missed me. Thinking, hello, are you blind? Pretty much knocked them out easily. Just don't use tackle. It will take a long time. Rock throw actually works pretty well. So, I may have been wrong about something though. Starting second gym, it's much more consistent on levels. Bugsy's highest level is level 16. Big leap, eh? Really big leap from level 9. Also, Geodude will be a rising star in this battle, because Bugsy is part flying too, or Cypher's part flying too. So, but we'll discuss more of that when we get to the battle against Bugsy. I've got to be completely honest with you folks, when I was doing the actual game footage recording, I really thought Bugsy's Cypher was level 14 and not 16. But hey, at least I know before I get into the battle. And no, that battle is not recorded yet, so I had enough footage for 3 episodes, but didn't get to the gym yet. Got as far as the rival battle before Alex Forest, so I had to do that out of extra footage. Took far longer than I expected it though. So Renesmee and Jacob. Trying to get a little further in here, then maybe call it an episode, because it's about 20 minutes now. Yeah. Yeah, that works well. Yay! Here we are. Yeah, I think I decided, yeah, get it to learn Water Gun. I think that's better than... There's a lot of good moves here, like, but Rage could come in handy later. So, I think I'm doing later. Because in this generation, Rage can actually be quite useful. So, there. I think I'm going to use Centric, level 6. I think by this level its explosion and self-destruct is safe. So, both of those moves can actually be right useful, but terrible for a Nuzlocke. I mean really, the only time you'd ever teach a Geodude, Coughing, whoever learns those moves, self-destruct or explosion, is if you wanted to use it as Death Bomb. Maybe against Lance. You know what? Now I am really tempted just to bring one along just to do that. Who else can learn it? I think Pineco and whoever. You know, this remind me if I'm doing another Nuzlocke to bring one along for Death Fodder. Just to raise levels just to use it as a time bomb. Jeez, that would just be great. Actually, I am so mean to my Pokemon, aren't I? Truth be told, anyone Pokemon I really care about, I won't use them as Death Fodder. But when you think about it though, once it's a Wedlocke, I can't switch unless one dies. So, no point unless one dies, unless I get a Coughing. One dies, I use Coughing just for fun. Go out and avenge it later. Actually, I pretty much would have avenged it. But that's it for now. Talk to you later. Goodbye.